Greetings and happy Friday the 13th to you. That's right, it's Jason Day all day. Happy birthday to the man, the myth, the legend. I believe he's a chipper 79 years young. Hope you all have movies lined up tonight. If this is not your thing, maybe you want to skip this one. This one is all Jason. All the time. So if it's your first time here, what we like to do normally is find you some funny, interesting, blah, 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 blah stuff off the TikToks. Today, seeing as it's a special day, we're doing a little special thing. So, if you like horror icons as much as I do, grab yourself whatever it is that makes you feel just fine. Sit back and let's watch some handiwork from one of the greats.
Bitch, watch out. Today's Friday the 13th and you know what that means. Just kidding, you probably don't know what that means unless you're spiritual and into witchcraft and all those things. You probably think Friday the 13th is a bad luck day, all these things, all these superstitious things. Wrong. Try again. It's not. Today's a good day for manifesting good things, good luck, love, money, all those things.
Say money? Fooled y'all, by the way. I threw in a couple other things here that are just about Friday the 13th in general.
So keep that in mind going throughout the day today. And also after
I think you'll get over it.
this video, after I drink my coffee, I'm going to post a video about like a Friday the 13th chant.
I'm gonna be drinking coffee, yo. It's an old person drink. And I'm old. Way older. Like, it's even older than me. I don't drink that shit. You don't drink that shit. Don't do it because people tell you to do it. Don't do it. It tastes terrible. And you know it does.
Ritual
You
thing.
know it tastes terrible. So you gotta shit cake it with sugar and freaking milk and every other substance you can throw in there besides the actual taste of coffee.
And it's going to help you throughout today too. But anyways, today's going to be a great day. I love you and I hope you make the best out of today.
Coffee, she's gonna be shitting her brains out. That's where we'll find her with bad breath.
Gary, stay. Wait till I say go, okay? No, Gary, stay.
What the?
Bring him home. See, Grandma wants
What?
did you do?
Be 21 to drink, only 8 to summon the devil.
So when you step on the scale and this happens, what does that mean?
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
hate it when that happens.
Hey, I didn't fight!
Shit, it's just need a little Earl.
Today is Friday the 13th, and that's a really powerful, magical day, but most people have been convinced that it's bad. Why? Because the powers that be don't want you taking advantage of this energy. Let me use numerology and astrology to explain what this is and what's going on, and why
Awesome, man. Have an eye patch, huh? And you just walk around. Arr.
Friday the 13th are fucking awesome. Let's start with the fact that it's the 13th. We'll start with numerology. 13 is the number of money. But how is 13 the number of money? The word money starts with the letter M. The letter M is the 13th letter. The word cash, C-A-S-H, has a numerological value of 13, and 1 plus 3 is 4. 13/4 is specifically the number of money. But the letter M is not just money, it is also magic, it is also manifestation. It's discipline, it's value, it's victory. And when the 13th lands on a Friday, Friday is ruled by Venus. Venus is also the ruler of what? Money. The ruler of personal value. There's your discipline. And when you open yourself up to these energies on this day specifically, you can start to manifest, you can start to do magic, you can open yourself up to the flow of money, because money is just water. It's a currency. Don't try to hold money, let money flow through you. So today specifically, you want to cultivate an abundance mentality. Scarce mentality will hold you back and it won't allow you to allow the universe to flow through you. So cultivate that feeling of abundance and allow the universe to give you what is yours. Today is the day for you to work on setting your intentions, work on your manifestation, and it's really important for you to know what kind of manifester you are out of the 144 different types. That way you can streamline with this energy. But this is a really big day with astrology and numerology. We're headed towards the 17th, which is that full moon in Pisces, which is another really big deal because that's the 17th. 1 plus 7 is 8. 8 is the number of what? Abundance. So if you want to streamline with this energy, you want to know what kind of manifester you are, click the link in my bio and get the lot of manifestation reading. It tells you how manifestation works. What
Already. Here we go. No more BS. About to catch hella copyrights here. Hope y'all are happy.
Uh-oh, guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Mike. What day is it, Mike? Guess what today is?
Friday, the 13th.
That's the pipe. That's my type, bigger. That's my
You're all doomed.
type. Let's go with.
It's got so much flavor. He got some spice. Good times.
Jason, mother is talking to you.
Jason, mother is talking to you.
At the bottom of the Louise Mine Pit in Crosby, Minnesota, lies an eerie underwater attraction, a life-size statue of Jason Voorhees, the infamous villain from the Friday the 13th franchise. This chilling figure, created by diver Doug Klein in 2013, has become a must-see for adventurous scuba divers. The statue was inspired by the film's iconic ending, where Jason is chained to the lake's floor. Klein crafted the statue using 2x4s, clothing, bubble wrap for buoyancy, and of course, Jason's signature hockey mask and machete. However, getting the statue to the bottom of the pit was no easy feat. Initially too buoyant, Klein had to use cinder blocks in a lift bag to achieve neutral buoyancy before securing it with a lock and chain. Submerged at approximately 120 feet deep, the statue has been underwater for over a decade, accumulating layers of gunk that enhance its creepiness. Despite its weathered appearance, divers continue to flock to this haunting sight, eager to capture the moment on camera. For those brave enough to dive into the depths, the Jason Voorhees statue serves as a thrilling reminder of the blend between horror and adventure.
Sweet. Adventure's out there if you want it.
They say Friday the 13th is unlucky, but witches know this day holds ancient power. So why is it feared? Because feminine power scared the patriarchy. So they twisted the meaning, demonized it, branded it bad luck. The number 13 is sacred. 13 lunar cycles in a year. 13 witches in a coven. A number of the divine feminine. And Friday, ruled by Venus, the planet of love and magic. Named after Freya, Norse goddess of witchcraft and beauty. On Friday 13th, 1307, the Knights Templar were arrested and tortured. A day of betrayal, secrecy, and hidden truths. Forever shrouded in superstition, but to witches, Friday the 13th is a magical portal. A day to reclaim power, to banish, bless, and begin anew. On Friday the 13th, light a black candle. Call back your energy, speak your truth, and let the world remember. Witches don't fear Friday the 13th, we rule it.
Go ahead, witches. I surely do. That was your Friday the 13th moment of Zane.
Here's how to watch the Friday the 13th movies in chronological order. Now surprisingly, the timeline for these movies are all over the place. Now starting off is the original movie, and this one takes place in 1979. Spoiler, but really not at this point. This is the one that features Jason's mother Pamela as the killer. Then of course it's part 2, and this movie gives us our first look at Jason Voorhees, and in this movie he's Sackhead Jason. This one takes place in 1984. So does part 3, aka 3D. This one takes place immediately after the second movie in 1984. And then part 4, the final chapter, immediately takes place after the third movie, so we're also in 1984. Now part 5, A New Beginning, takes a 5-year time jump. This movie takes place in 1989. Again, spoiler alert, but not really. This is the one that doesn't have Jason. Now part 6, Jason Lives. This movie takes place 1 year later in 1990. Then part 7, The New Blood, gives us another time jump, this time 7 years. This one takes place in 1997. And then part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan, but really, Jason's on a boat for the entire movie, takes place 1 year later in 1998. Then we have Jason Goes to Hell, The Final Friday, and although this movie came out in 1993, it actually takes place 10 years later in 2003. And then follow that up with Freddy vs. Jason, which came out and also takes place in 2003. And then fast forward to 2010, that's the year that the beginning of Jason X takes place in, even though this movie came out in 2001. And then after the beginning of the movie, fast forward all the way to 2455, that's when the rest of the movie takes place. And then fast forward to the remake, that takes place in its own universe. It's not connected to the other movies, it's its own timeline. It came out and it takes place in 2009. What's your favorite movie in the Friday the 13th franchise?
My sister, she came camping up around here with some friends, and she's gone missing.
She ain't missing. She's dead.
What?
People go missing around here, they're gone for good. Outsiders come, they don't know where to walk. They bring trouble. They just won't be left alone. And so does he.
So does who?
Her son, Jason, he came back. He was actually there. He watched his mom being beheaded.
Watching them as I can.
This is where the story of Friday the 13th come from. So Jason Voorhees was a real little boy, and this is, Camp Crystal Lake is a real place. You can go there to this day and go on a tour, and they do camps there to this day. But the real Jason, now his name wasn't Jason Voorhees, that ain't his real name, but he was based on this boy right here. So this boy right here loved it, hockey. So he would get his hockey stick, man, and he'd run out there and try to play with the rest of the kids. But the only problem was his face was a little messed up, man. So since his face was a little messed up, the other kids, they'd make fun of him and all that. But over the years, they kind of learned that he was actually a good player, and he became friends with everybody. Now his daddy left his mama because his mama was like overbearing, over controlling. Just one of them women, like y'all know how we got them aunties that just can't relax. She ain't got no man and she just on 10 all the time, on 10,000, like all the time. That's what his mama was. So, his mama always went above to look out for him, man. Even like when things was good, she'd just be, okay, just let mommy know you need, so. But he was playing with kids. Now one day this new boy came into the neighborhood, and this boy was from the big city. So when he got there, everybody looked at him, like he was cool, man. Back in the day, them cool boys, they had them leather jackets on, their hair all slicked back and all that. I think he probably one of them Italian boys, come from New York or whatever, over there to Jersey where they was at. Now, he got to messing with the little boy, talking about him and everything. And instead of the local kids taking up for him, they wanted to be like the big city boy, so they started making fun of him too. So now, even though he was the best hockey player out of all of them, none of them would let him play. So when his mama found out, and she would see him, every day she just realized he was sad and he wouldn't say what was wrong, but he'd be sitting and, just looking all crazy. So she realized what was happening. And when she found out, she went to the boy, and the boy, cussed her out or whatever and told her to get out of his face. So she figured out who his parents were and went to his parents, and they from the big city too, so they told her the same thing. So after that, this is where the movie got the idea from. She came and just went nuts and started going to get revenge for her baby. And I can't tell y'all everything she did, but that leather jacket was covered in Kool-Aid, right? That jacket was covered in cherry Kool-Aid.
Research on that one. Can't say for sure.
Look what they did to you, Jason. Kill them. Yes. Kill for mother.
So today is Friday the 13th. So these are some unfun facts about Friday the 13th. It's estimated that 17 to 21 million Americans have a fear of Friday the 13th. And it manifests itself into people not flying. Some people refuse to get on a plane. Some people actually refuse to leave the house. They actually call out of work on Friday the 13th. Triskaidekaphobia. It's a fear of the number 13 and why this particular day scares the hell out of people. So many people actually change their plans and stay home. Businesses in the US lose anywhere from $800 to $900 million on this day. And the maximum number of years that Friday the 13th can actually happen in a calendar year is 3. And when it does, hundreds of millions of dollars are being lost in the economy because people are afraid of this day. It's Friday, man. Okay? Take the 13 off of it. It's just Friday. Everybody relax. You are what you think. You start thinking things are gonna happen, things are gonna happen. Unfun facts.
Fucking guy.
Well, hey, Jethro! This is a rave, not a Halloween party! Why don't you go find yourself a pig to fuck!
Yeah! Invite only, corn poke. You weren't invited.
You a dead beat, slime bag! Yo, man, it's cool. It's cool, man. It's cool.
Don't go out there.
Fuck you.
What do you know, folks? Just like that, we come to the end of your Dappers Friday, the 13th special Playhouse session. I hope I got your juices flowing for what you should be doing this evening. Do yourself a favor. Watch one of many Jason thrillers that there is. You can't go wrong. So hey, thank you very much for sticking by. I appreciate you watching all the way through. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share, don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification bell, and you will get yourself a free hockey mask in honor of the man. That's right, get your free hockey mask. Just hit that bell. Tomorrow is another day. Good old slapping Saturday. We'll certainly try to come back strong, looking for the goods. Let's hope you find us. So hey, if you can't be good, be bad. And remember, you're never too old to play. I'll catch y'all on the flip side.